Hi, I'm Chef Susie with LearnToCook.com, and today I'm going to be making the classic Twinkie, the traditional Twinkie, the Twinkie that everyone loves. And you too can make these so easily with the recipe that I'm going to show you today, and you don't even need any special Twinkie mold. You can easily make your own with a spice jar and a little bit of aluminum foil. So knowing that, let's get started. So I've made some molds earlier and I sprayed them, and I'm going to show you how to make one. I just took a piece of foil, folded it in half. I've got a spice jar, and I'm just going to pull the sides up, and then I'm just going to tuck the ends in and bring them up. This is so easy. You can do this at home and make your own Twinkie without any fancy Twinkie molds. So I'm just trimming off the excess on the sides. And then any loose ends, you can easily tuck them in. And you can kind of form this around your spice jar. And just pull the ends up to kind of release the jar so you don't get it stuck in there. And just kind of pull it out. And I'm tucking these sides in too after I take the jar out and kind of pressing them together. Then you can just go ahead and kind of tidy it up a little bit. And there you have your own Twinkie mold. So knowing that, let's get started on the batter. I've got my egg yolks and my oil and my water and a little bit of vanilla on the mixer. I'm going to go ahead and cream this until all of these ingredients are well incorporated. And then I'm going to go ahead and add my dry ingredients. And then we're just going to whisk this together until it's well incorporated. And we now have a really nice base for our Twinkie. Just kind of making sure all of the ingredients are well incorporated. Then we're going to be mixing the egg whites and the remaining sugar. We're going to be whipping these until they're a nice soft peak, and then we'll be folding both together. And now that our egg whites are finished whipping, we're going to go ahead and fold both of these together. So we're just pouring the batter into the egg whites. Then we're just going to gently fold these together. Just starting in the bottom and then just going up to the top. I'm just using an ice cream disher. I like to use these. They're a little bit neater. You can also pipe this mix in too. So just go ahead and drop it in. It's a nice airy mix. And we're going to go ahead and put these in the oven. Now that the Twinkies are baked to a nice golden brown color, they're still just a little bit warm. We're going to go ahead and unmold these, and then what we're going to do is we're going to hollow the center and make some room for the filling. It's best to do this while they're just slightly warm, And then we're just going to leave them cool off just a little bit more before we actually fill them with the cream filling. Okay, now that we have the Twinkies out of the foil, we're just going to be hollowing out the center with a stick. And what I'm doing is I'm just kind of tunneling my way through, kind of going in a circular motion and kind of poking out the other side. So I'm going to be filling these from both sides. So you can start to feel the hollowness. And you're just going to be making some room for that filling. Now that the Twinkies have had a chance to cool off, we're going to go ahead and fill them. I have the buttercream that we made earlier in a pastry bag with a plain tip. And I'm just going to fill one side at a time, squeezing in, and you don't want to over squeeze because you can actually burst the Twinkie, so be mindful of that. So I'm just kind of squeezing some of the buttercream in, and I'm just kind of gently pulling the tip out. When I feel it's full, you can kind of feel it. And there we have our classic Twinkie with the Halloween holiday twist. And thanks for joining me today at learntocook.com, and I'll see you next time.
Well, thanks for joining us today at learntocook.com. Be sure to comment and to subscribe. Also visit us on Facebook and Twitter. Have a great day and thank you.